Hello and welcome to Talent Alchemy, the place where we turn all things talent skills into success with AI. I'm your host Rinky, and today we are jumping into a topic that anyone implementing Talent Intelligence Hub or even thinking about it will want to hear. We are talking about the real stories behind TIH implementations, what actually happens beyond the slides, the demos, and the project plan. And I'm so excited to have a very special guest with me today, Nagesh Polu. Nagesh leads HR transformation projects at Yash Technologies, and he has been a trusted advisor for many organizations modernizing their HR talent landscape. He brings deep experience with SAP success factors over 2 decades. He's also a success factors confidant and a well-known HR tech influencer. And Nagesh has been a go-to thought leader in our ecosystem and above all, a great friend. Nagesh, thank you for joining me today. And we have talked about this podcast for quite some time, and I'm glad to host you finally.
Thank you, Rinki.
So, Nagesh, before we dive into Talent Intelligence Hub, tell our listeners a bit about your journey. What drew you into HR tech and how you ended up deep in the world of skills and also the success factors ecosystem?
Absolutely. I'm based in Amsterdam. I started my career with Yes Technologies. It's almost 18 years. I started my HR tech journey by an accident. I was
Yeah.
so
Okay.
fascinated, by how technology could simplify. I was basically a pre-sales consultant. I used to see a real struggle, where HR and the leaders, business leaders especially, they couldn't find talent internally. I start speaking to my customers in my pre-sales cycle. I so realized that, these HR systems weren't just tools. They were reflection on how your organization think about people. And that is where deep dive into SAP success factors. And I feel like I'm blessed. I got into a right path, the actual turning point. I just wanted to discuss this because at the moment you said we have to do a podcast, and that is where I thought, I have to clearly point this out. The turning point where I got hooked to the world of skills, HR, years ago, I was asked to work with a team of HR partners because they were planning to bring a lot of HR tech and they want to integrate and they wanted to see how well we can do that project. On the day one itself, I realized they were like truly overwhelmed. They had people with incredible potential talent, sitting, but they were sitting in wrong roles. Then I started deep diving with the teams, and I also had a parallel conversation with one of the lead HR tech partner in the company. He said, "Hey, Nagesh, you're into pre-sales. I see your qualifications. I read about you. I know about you from past 2 months. We are working on this proposal." I said, "I'm missing something in this organization. I have learned so much, but why no one see my talent? Why no one really recognize me even after having so much
Right.
knowledge about all these
Some problem
classical
a lot of us
HRs?"
go through. Yeah.
Exactly. It was all about visibility, opportunity, and fairness.
Mhm.
And if technology could fix that, that is where I thought I should get into HR tech space. Fast forward, now SAP's latest talent intelligence hub could connect data, context, and skills into one fabric, right? It's like a new beginning of a mindset from transaction to intelligence.
Yeah. So that was actually your true alchemy moment, right? Your
Yes,
turning
yes,
point. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So nice to hear that. You have like 18 years of experience. That's almost 2 decades. So you have worked with multiple customers implementing Talent Intelligence Hub, Success Factors, Talent Solution, um, and skills-based transformations. So what's the most exciting part of this shift towards skills you have seen in last year?
Yeah, I mean, I can say the most exciting part is that, skills are like finally becoming a true currency for any organization.
Mhm.
So we used to treat them like a static checkboxes or on a spreadsheet. Again, back then, even at Yash, I used to see HR used to have the skills, but they were part of just a PDF or an Excel sheet they used to maintain. They used to ask us like, what kind of skills you have other than your job role. Like I would just say, I am good at MS Office, I'm good at JavaScript, I had some good experience on C++. But now, they drive everything, right? Internal mobility or learning, even at the pay, now skills are becoming a more crucial. These organizations are realizing that skills are not just relevant for HR now. They are
Exactly.
becoming more strategic.
Yeah.
And Once these leaders are seeing the connection, it's no more called as a tech rollout, no, a technical implementations. It's a business transformation.
Yes, you are absolutely right. I think last 2 years we have seen a lot of changes. Before that, organization used to talk about skills, but now they are actually ready to try this out. So let's talk about what you are seeing on the ground because you are on the ground working with customers day to day. So would you say top two, three challenges most organization face when they start their skills journey, especially with Success Factors Talent Intelligence Hub?
I think it's pretty evident now. It's all about first the data readiness. That's pretty crucial. Most companies are underestimating how fragmented their jobs and skill data, and then governance. Who owns the skills? Is it we, the HR, or the learning and development team, or even a few customers? They say is it should be with business, right? Then until unless it is clear, I think I don't see any progress. I mean, because because of this confusion, there's a change fatigue also coming from the organizations. Customers think it's just another upgrade. I've been telling most of the
Yeah.
HR people,
Yeah.
it's not a
Right.
module upgrade.
Yeah.
One of the HR said, no, it's just a release upgrade, right?
Yeah.
We can switch it on and we can upgrade,
I
update all
I
the
mean,
skills.
you are right. I see that a lot. Every customer thinks TIH is just an upgrade because it's
Absolutely.
available in the upgrade center, but it's not true. Right.
Skills now changing everything. It could be job structures or a performance model,
Mm.
career paths.
Yeah.
I see a lot of resistance coming from business, especially, but soon we'll see a new world of skills.
No, you are right. And um, I think we all agree that TIH is just not an upgrade. I mean, Talent Intelligence Hub is a platform solution, but there is more to it, right? The use cases that come live with Talent Intelligence Hub. What are some key challenges or wins that you will say you have experienced while implementing Talent Intelligence Hub or even CTD, the Career and Talent Development? And any stories to share?
During one of the implementations, where the customer is into a tech space, they had somewhere around the 10,000 plus job profiles
Mhm.
across globe. The challenge was obvious: cleaning, mapping, and merging the data. Bringing all the skills into one skills framework. The work was obviously tedious, most of the HR business were not ready for the change coming up. But the win was huge. I mean, I can tell you it was huge because once they were live, they discovered, I mean, you'll be surprised, Rinki, they discovered over 1,200 internal candidates were matching the roles they already, they were planning to hire externally, and they had a lot of budget approved.
Yeah.
But the moment they see that, 1,200 plus internal candidates who are really matching, that's an immediate return on
I mean, that's an
investment,
eye
right?
opener for the
Exactly.
organization, the leadership team.
But that was an immediate return on investment, reduced hiring costs, and they can see the positions are getting fulfilled immediately. They are having now the employee trust, because the career paths are suddenly becoming, visible.
Right, right.
Previously, during comp cycles or a performance cycle, that was not visible, which is now like a strong business case for them, taking it to market.
Yeah. And the best thing is in that example, you get to retain your loyal employees. Those employees have been
Exactly.
with the customer for a long time. They understand the industry.
Yeah, especially when you bring your talent intelligence up integrated with career talent development and people
Huh.
analytics kind of tools, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's a huge win for the customer. Thanks to SAP bringing it faster, and thanks to people like you who are rolling it out.
Absolutely. I want to highlight one more thing, Nagesh. You mentioned that for customers, having skills in one place is important. And I think what many customers still don't realize is that Talent Intelligence Hub is not just a hub to store skills. We actually standardize it into one common language, which can be then used with the different talent processes. So before any recipe success factors customers even start implementation, what makes a strong business case for TIH and skills? Because I've been still hearing from many customers, especially those HR subject matter experts or HRIS, that it's very hard to get approval or business case for talent intelligence hub or skills. So, would you suggest them?
They should anchor on business outcomes. It should not be another HR buzzword.
Right,
Focus on the business outcomes, reducing external hiring costs, improving, internal mobility itself.
right.
You know, post-COVID era, there was a discussion about upskilling and reskilling, right? So that is where people also started seeing the benefits of systems like learning management systems.
Yes,
Once you have the skills or TIH, like you can optimize learning investments by, ensuring they directly build the skills that organization really needs.
correct. Yeah,
And then improve retention with the transparent career paths. Executives see how tools like TIH drives agility and efficiency. Once you have all these tools and all the skills taxonomy and skills in place, even business can realize that, it's nice to have to,
right.
can't afford not.
Yeah. Skills based internal mobility, skills based upskilling, reskilling, or even skills based succession planning. Those are some of the key use cases I've seen customers typically build their business cases around. Is there any other advice you want to give customers who are trying to justify this investment or who are in their early phases of Talent Intelligence Hub?
Right. I always tell my customers who are planning to get into skills framework to show the cost of not doing it. Maybe like, without TIH, every workforce decision is like a guesswork. With TIH now, what happens is you turn your talent data into talent intelligence. And I always quote your statement, always start small. Start with a pilot phase. I don't recommend it taking, going big bang approach. Like you always recommend to go with a pilot phase, right?
Right. Yeah.
Pick one use case and scale from there. Because this is not about implementing or upgrading some new module. It's about preparing your workforce for how like how your business will operate in next coming decades.
Yeah. And Nagesh, from your experience, have you seen customers who don't use Success Factors Employee Central module, but they're trying to go for Talent Intelligence Hub? Have you seen some of those scenarios? I mean, I think it's a perfectly fine. Some of our biggest customers, they don't have EC, but use skills in Talent Intelligence Hub. What have you seen on the ground? Do you have any customers like that?
I have a customer, they have smart recruiters, performance and goals from SAP. They picked a learning management system. But after last Success Connector, they were so happy seeing, SAP Talent Intelligence Hub, especially AI embedded
Right.
into this, right? So they want to get into Employee Central, the core HR, but they didn't feel they're missing something once you have these intelligence systems, pulling all the skills from third-party
Correct.
systems as well.
Yeah.
They're also in talks with one of the partners. They're also planning to get all the skills auto uploaded through the resume of their
Interesting. Yeah.
employees. Thanks to SAP, the recent upgrade, like
Yes.
employees themselves, they can upgrade their resume, right? That can pass all the skills. Customer is pretty happy now with DIH, even without core HR being implemented. It's amazing to see how SAP is collaborating with third-party systems as well.
Right. And that you mentioned talent acquisition. So, one last question. I saw recently you got a certification in smart recruiters, admin tools.
I had a chance to work with one of the customer. We are also supporting them on smart recruiters. We didn't implement, but we know how the talent acquisition works.
Once you implement a smart recruiter, Nagesh, that should be our next podcast topic, your experience of smart recruiter
I would love to.
implementation.
I have been in touch with Smart Recruiters team as well.
Okay,
If you go to social media channels, 90% of discussions are going on Smart
smart
Recruiters.
recruiters. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
just want to add if any consultants or our system integrators are listening, there is a webinar where
Oh,
our team will talk about the integration approach with success factors. More details are on Partner Edge for system integrators, so you can register. But
really helps, Rinka. Maybe you can share the link below
I will
this
do that.
podcast. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do that. But thank you, Nagesh. Thanks for your time. I know it's pretty late in evening. I'm keeping you away from your dinner, but love the conversation, and I'm looking forward to have you again.
Thanks for this wonderful conversation and for having me on this podcast. And I truly enjoyed sharing these insights. And I hope maybe this episode should help organizations move from a technical upgrade to a real uplift.
Absolutely. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Until next time, keep learning, stay golden, and let your potential do the alchemy. Thank you.